What is up, guys? It's Team Movements here, and this is my friend Gerald over here from our locals. He's going to be doing his Musketeer Cecilia deck profile.
Alright, so the starter I use is Cecilia Musketeer Rising.
Okay.
Now, most people will use the Grade 3 Searcher because they like to use it to get more Veras for their skills or just to kill off with other skills like Rebecca. But personally, I like this because in Legion, it pluses you. Its skill is...
And it's 5k.
Yeah, and it's a 5k, which is really important during the early turns. Its skill is, when it's retired, due to the effect of a Musketeer, and your Vanguards in Legion, you counterblast one, look at the top 4 cards of your deck and call it. So usually what I'll do is on the turn that I activate Vera's skill, I'll retire her, get a card off of Vera's skill, and then I'll use her skill to get another card, just to fill up my field.
Alright.
So, then we go ahead and we run 4 Vera.
The MVP of the deck.
We use Ryuko. So, Vera's skill, if you didn't know, is during the turn that you Legion, it's a continuous effect, so cards that are put on the field after you Legion also get the bonus. Gain +3 during the turn as long as they have Musketeer in them. So pretty much the entire deck. Makes usually 22 to 27 cards.
Oh.
Her other skill is to retire any other card on the field that has Musketeer in its name, look at the top 5 cards of the deck, and call a Musketeer.
You want to get Pansy.
Yes. Pansy or Sol are the best cards on the deck. Basically, she is the final turn, I guess. As my secondary boss,
Cecilia.
I run 3 Cecilia. A lot of people don't like Cecilia, but I do. She may be a 10k, her only problem, but she is good against decks like Narukami, Gear Chronicle, and Kagura that retire and mess up your field.
She gives you a field for free.
Yes, I've actually used her effect on numerous times, and it has done very good. The only problem I've ever had with her is if I have the 5k behind her, I swing for 15.
Kill an intercept at least.
Right. And I play 3 of her because you need to have at least 2 of her in the deck.
I know my opponent doesn't have turn 2. I rolled these were my second favorite.
In addition, or for my grade 2s, I run 4 Sol because I always want to have him during the Legion turn.
He's really good. He gives you free cards.
Yes. So his skill is during the turn that I Legion, I put 3 normal units back into the deck and I draw a card. Now the reason I run 4 is, like I said, when I Legion I pull one out so it automatically gives me 3, and I usually try to search the deck for him so I can plus as many times as possible.
Yeah.
And since I run stands, I usually try to use this effect at least twice.
Put back all the key components. You want to put back more mates, more pansies, the grade 1s, like
right.
certain,
It lets
like,
you put back things like the perfect guards too, so you can stay defensive. And then the plus card.
Play 4 pansy.
Yes.
You play less, you're bad.
4 pansy. This is amazing for the grade 2 turn more than anything else, because I play this deck to rush at grade 2. Pansy says when you call her, you look at the top card of the deck. If it's a Musketeer, put it in play. 7k doesn't matter because a lot of the
You're gonna kill it off.
Yeah, you can either kill it off for the turns where it's going to be relevant. Like, especially if you went first and you play her grade 2 and they're at 7k, you swing, stand it, swing again, they feel bad about their life, you know. And then you got those 12ks because they make good columns with Merca and just good on its own.
Yeah, you can, early game rush is always helpful.
For the grade 1s, I run 3 Rebecca because it allows you to fix bad columns and just triggers you might have accidentally
And kill off those pansies when it's late game.
And the pansies. And fun plays you can make early game if you really want to push. You play down a trigger, play down Rebecca, retire the trigger, it sets up for Legion, you get a good attacking column.
Yep.
I play 3 Merca.
This card rewards you for playing the deck.
Yes. So basically, you shuffle the deck, she's a 9k. Unfortunately, it's only when she boosts and not when it attacks. I learned that recently. But you can make 21 columns with a 12k attacker. You make 16 columns with Merca and, not Merca, with Sylvia and...
And with Verity, with anything is numbers.
Yeah, and on the Vera turn, because you shuffle for Legion, which procs her effect, she becomes a 12k booster.
Control players, remember, kill that thing.
I run
2
of these because 2 is more than enough, and the soul blasting 2 is what's important more than the unflipping damage.
Yep.
Because if you ride your Sols, if you ride your Rebecca's, anything you want to call from the deck, you want to get them back in the drop so you can put them back in.
It helps for like an endless loop with Legion. Like just keep Legion. It's like the same thing with the cross.
And it also helps fill the drop zone for the Sol turn, so you can have a lot of normal units for his effect.
Alright.
And then in addition to that, I run 3 10k attackers, good for early game, good through the entire game.
Yeah.
I've seen some people not run as many in some builds. This is actually very important to me because if you call multiple grade 1s off of your random calling, it still makes powerful columns, opposed to like a 14 or something. Which is why I think this is a must-have.
All right.
And then I run 2 Perfect Guard and 2 Quintetlers.
I would be playing this differently. I would be playing this. I want to lose, so I'm not playing Antonio because I don't like his art. I would be playing 4 Quintet Walls or 4 the other Perfect Guards. But you know, it's special counterblast. I'm just kidding.
Antonio's got his own, you know.
I don't like his art.
I don't blame you. So the 2 Quintet Walls are to set up for Legion as well as all the other skills that put normal units in the drop. It's very helpful for this deck. And the 2 Perfect Guards, the reason I don't run 3 Quintet Walls is because this meta is filled with triple drive checks. I have gone into Quintet Wall
and failed.
Grade 3, Grade 3, Grade 3, 5k, 10k.
Like Quintet Walls are mostly there when something's big early game and you just want to use 1 card to guard it.
This Quintet Walls are also good for the first Grade 3 turn if they didn't stride and stuff.
Yeah.
And then for my trigger lineup, I run 4 of the most amazing stand trigger.
Yep.
4 of another amazing crit.
It unflips.
4 of another crit, so I run 8 crit, 4 stand, and 4 heal.
So no draws.
No draws. I used to run the draws, but I found recently that I want to put on more pressure in the early game more than I want to draw, so I'm running this now. And then we move on to the stride deck. In my strides, I run 1 Cecilia, because in all honesty, you don't want to ride Cecilia, but this is a good option if you ever have to.
All right.
I run 1 Primavera because she's secretly a Musketeer.
Yes,
People don't know this.
I'm surprised you're not running 2 Primavera.
The only reason I don't run 2 Primavera is because I don't play the deck 2 stride. The Legion is much better. And Primavera costs the 3 counterblast and the 5 normal use in grade.
Well, you have enough waste on some damage.
Yeah, it just ends up being that I can't always use her. And then another fun fact about Primavera, or in my build, I run 3 of everything that I would want to clone for Primavera. If you want to make the full columns and full use of her, you're going to need 1 on the field and 2 in either the drop or deck. So that's the other reason I don't really run 2 of her. It's harder to get her skill.
Okay.
Then I run 2 Arborea. The generic, if I hit clone something, gets +2.
Yeah.
This is really good if you have a Pansy or a Rebecca on the field, because then you can call it out, use Pansy's skill, call another unit, so you get a free attack, or you get Rebecca, call it to rear guard over here, retire the front row, and then get a unit.
All right.
I run 2 Jingle Dragon, because especially if you've used Primavera before, you set up. If you're making the 17 columns, you only need 2 units. Other than that, you give 6k to everything. Just a good card in general.
Yeah, it is.
And then I run 2 Multivitamin, because since the deck has rear guards that retire and Pansy that calls, you have a lot of ways to proc off this ability to try to get what I figure will usually be about 3 5k boosts on the field.
All right.
So that is my Musketeer deck.
All right, guys. Team Movement here, and we'll be signing off. Thank you, Joe, for the deck profile.